Hey guys, welcome to Crafting with Lola and Oscar. I wanted to first say, so sorry I could not get the video up. I had a little iPad emergency this week. It was like, oh my God, my iPad was totally full. And it took me forever to figure out how to move all the files from the iPad, clean up the iPad so I would have space to record. So, again, I'm sorry for not having a video up on Friday. But tonight, I'm re-recording because it's like I started recording and then it only took it and it was like, no, I'm done with it, because the iPad was full. So this is actually going to be this past Friday's video, and then I'll have another cute surprise coming up for the next this coming Friday easel card, which will be in another video. So tonight, or I would just say this video, we're going to be dealing with the Crafter's Companion die, the Belle of the Ball die. Now it came in a series of dies, as you guys might remember. There was a butterfly, and oh my gosh, there was a fairy and a rose, and a number of dies. And these are 4 by 6 inch. Um, Four and then in 6 and 6. Why can't I get the measurements right? Tell you what, I'm going to show you just right now what the measurements are, because that makes no sense. Because I keep saying them, but it's like, okay, why can't I get those measurements right? Okay, so here are the measurements for the die. Here's the actual die. It comes in 2 pieces, a frame and the actual die. And then as you can see, here are the measurements. Okay, so I want to show you the first card that I've made with this die. And then I'm going to do another card, and it's an accordion card. So I'm going to show you the basics of how to make an accordion card, and then you can do your mat and layers and design it however you want to do it according to the materials that you have on hand. But I wanted to show you the first card I did using this particular die, and actually the rose die that comes with it. So I'll just show it to you real quick. Quite pretty. This is a Crafter's Companion die, and she's hard to find. I think she's called Glamour. I want to say Glamour. Um, so I thought I'd put her on the front, which is really, really pretty. And when you open the card, there you go. So this particular card, I used the die and I cut into the paper, and I used vellum as the backing. And then, as you can see, some of the second panel has some wording on it. Some really pretty. This is a die. This is all kind of Crafter's Companion stuff. But this one has a scripture, and it talks about love. And then when you turn over to the next page, there are 2 additional pages. One says faith, one says hope, and then there's scriptures relating. And so this is the accordion card, as you can see, the inside of the card. And then when you close it back up, the accordion. If I were to just flip this over, as you can see, there I use that other die with the vellum again. This is one of the dies that's in the package as well. Remember, I just said it was like I think it was like 6 dies. A fairy, a rose, the lady. Geez, I can't think. I think some butterflies. It had to be some butterflies. But nevertheless, I use this for the back, and then let's see if I can go. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to be actually take a white piece of paper and stamp some words here, or I might even write on this part right here once I put the white card down. And then to clean up the back so there just wouldn't be an empty piece of vellum in the back, I simply just cut this die again and then laid it over top. Okay, and then that's that card. So let me show you how I did just simply make the accordion card first, And then I'm going to show you a different way that you might consider making the same card, same die, but doing something different. Okay, so let me put this to the side. And what you'll need is you'll need at least 2 pieces of paper. Okay, that's for your card base. So your card base, initially, you're going to need a piece of 7.5 by 11.5. And then on the 11.5 side, you're going to score at 6, and then you're going to score at a 1/2 inch. Okay, and this is little tab is what's going to be your connector to connect to the second piece of paper, which is this one right here, which is 7.5 by 11, and then you score that at 5.5. Okay, but before you do anything, not before you do anything, but I want to tell you about this little tab here. What you want to do is you want to take your pair of scissors, okay, and just snip at an angle. Doesn't have to be really okay. Let's see if I can get that going in the same direction. Okay, just snip that there. Okay, now when you go to put it together, and then you want to burnish, of course, you do want to burnish your card stock. Now, I did this on what's called pearlescent paper because I couldn't find any paper that was big enough to do it on anything else. Okay, so what's going to happen with this is, let me go ahead and fold this one over too. Okay. I burnish it with my finger. I know you're supposed to use like a bone folder, but honey, sometimes a fingernail works just fine. All right, so now, then you have your other piece of paper, the 7.5 by 11, that's scored at 5.5. You'll go ahead and fold that in. Okay. Now, I want to make sure I'm doing this right. Okay, so let's see. Yeah. Yep. All right. So this is going to be your panel 1, your panel 2, your panel 3, and your panel 4. But actually, it's going to go like this. Okay. And then this is going to be attached to here. Now, the main thing that you want to do is you want to not go over the line that you burnish, because then the card won't fold correctly. So when you go to put it down, and I'm going to go ahead actually and just do it. Put some piece, and I normally would put tape on both sides, but I'm just going to put one here so that you can see. You want to put some tape here, and you might want to put tape on the other side to secure it. But here's the deal: if you plan on cutting into the card with the die, like I did here. Oops, I got the wrong card. Like I did here. Let me get it going in the right direction. Oops. Okay. You do not want to put the 2 cards together first, because remember, you got to put the die on this piece and run it through the machine. So do not tape it up together or glue it up together. I just put the tape on there to let you know. Okay. So whatever you do, your die would go here if that's what you choose to do. So after you put your die in, if that's what you want to do it that way, like you see the pink card, then you can go ahead and you can tape it together. And then you will do like this. I think I have it going right. Yeah, there we go. And so then it becomes I always have a problem with this. I think I better tape it down. So let me just go ahead and tape it down so I can fold it right. And then this is the basic card that you have. Okay, and remember, don't go over the line. Okay, the burnish line, so that the card will fold correctly. And then you can always do like that. See, I'm kind of doing like that to make sure that it's all right. Now, it doesn't hurt to put more tape. Okay, but now this is my pearlescent side. This is my good side. Did I do that right? Oh, I really kind of. Oh yeah, I did. That's fine. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. So, because I got all the markings on this side, but I just wanted you to see. So now, what happens is that it'll fold like this, and then the other one will just go underneath, and then that's your card. That's your card base. And again, you can make any kind of mat and layers that you want. It doesn't matter, but this is your accordion card. Okay. All right. So that's the basis of your card. Now I want to show you a card that I have done. And remember how I told you how I took this one and I laid the die down and went it through the machine, and I cut into the card. Now I want to, and I put a piece of vellum behind here, which is actually really beautiful, as you can see. Okay, but now I want to do something different for the next card. So for the next card, totally different colors and everything. Um, Here's this one. Okay, same processes, but I did some matte and layering. I did it whatever size that you choose to do it. That's up to you. Okay, and then here is my. I'm gonna take this out for a minute because this is my page 2 where the die would normally go. But I'm not gonna cut into this one. What I'm gonna do with this one is I'm gonna try and make a shaker card. I don't know how well that's gonna go over, but this. So there we go. Here's the same card. Okay, with the matte and layers. I haven't put anything on here yet because I'm not too sure what wording or what I'm gonna put. So I never put this down, even though I may put down everything else permanently. But whatever I'm going to stamp on or whatever I'm going to do, if it's got to go through the machine or whatever, I never put that down permanently until it's finished. Then I stick it on because you don't want to mess up your card. Okay, so this is the whole card here. Okay, then the back, as you can see, I have some stuff going on in the back too, of which we'll get to in just a minute. But let's talk about the main part of the card, which is this part right here. All right, so what I've done is I have another piece of card here, and I'm going to go ahead and I want to go ahead and I want to put this down permanently because I'm going to attempt to make this out of a shaker card. Okay, so I am going to take this down. Now I'm going to take this down. Yeah, we'll just use this. Do I want to use glue? No, I want to use tape. And the reason why I want to use tape because if I go ahead and put it together and then some glue ooze out, then it may mess up my stuff that I'm putting in, my little particles I'm putting in for the shaker. So I'm going to use tape. Glue is great. The Carlisle glue, this glue right here is really, really great because it's movable. It gives you a minute to adjust your paper and, manipulate it in where you actually want everything to be. But in this case, I'm just going to use tape because I don't want any of the glue to potentially ooze out. And how do you get the glue not to ooze out? You don't put it all the way to the end. You put it further over, and then that way when you start moving it around, the glue isn't going to ooze out of your sides of your paper. Ooze out. I think that's an acceptable word. All right. So again, I'm working with the Crafter's Companion die called Belle of the Ball. And this is crafting with Lola and Oscar. Okay, so if you haven't subscribed, please go out, subscribe to the channel. I post every Friday, um, and I do different things. Sometimes I make things that just come to me, or sometimes I try and remake things that I've seen other professional crafters do, and then I'll switch it around and make some changes to it once I feel comfortable that I have the basics of the card. So that's how I do that. Okay. Yep. So let's see. If you ever have any questions, you can always find me. Let's see what that is. At my Facebook page, Card Making Learning as We Go, and you can also, if you need to, I'm gonna put the email address up here real quick. There's my email address, danielslola35@yahoo.com. So if you ever have any questions, you can always shoot me an email, and then and also please comment. Please comment on the YouTube channel because that way I know that you're watching. All right. All right. So we're gonna put this down, and I'm gonna try and get it in the middle as much as possible. Now making shaker cards it can be a real challenge. All right. I think that's good. All right. So that's the back of it. Okay, now let's talk about what I did. What I did was I cut out the same piece of paper again, and then I cut out some acetate. As you can see, this is some clear acetate. I put some shaker card foam on that. That gives it, it elevates it up a little bit. Okay, And then with the die, I actually cut the die out. And let me see, I'll put it right here so you can see it real good. So I cut the die out. Let's do this so you can really see it. So I cut the die out, and then I trimmed her even more. I used some gilding wax. What is gilding wax? I used some gilding wax to kind of give it a, I don't know, just a different color there. So I used both of, actually I used Renaissance and I used Empire Gold. And as you can see the colors in there. Let me get it in there. There we go. So I used the gilding wax on her dress in an ombre effect. You may or may not can see that. Let's see if you can see that. Okay, I get this right. There we go. Okay. And then I just gave her a little bling on her little bracelet and then in her hair. Okay. So, again, going back, I cut out a frame, a 5x7 frame. I believe, no, this was a little bit big. I think this was like 7.5 by 5. I had written it down somewhere. But the bottom line is, the frame has got to be a little bit bigger. Okay. And then I put the acetate down. Okay. So now what I want to do is, and this is the tricky part. I'm really a little nervous about this, but I have some stuff that I would use. I got some Crafter's Companion for shaker cards. Now I'm thinking, I'm laying this down. I want to see how this would look once I put this down, and I'm just doing a little visual, and just to see how that looks. That may be a little too much red. All right. So if we but I think if I put the gold ones down, it's a little too much yellow, and it'll probably you won't even be able to see it in between her dress. See? Yeah, you won't be able to see it between her dress. So I think I'm going to use the red instead. I mean, I could use both, but let's see. So we'll open this up. I like these little packages because they have like little, well, wait a minute now. They have little, what do you call it? Little things where you can close them back up. I don't know what you call that. See how you can, yeah, like that. I don't know what you call that. These little jokers get look, I ain't even got the thing good. Now, here's the thing with the shaker card. Put your goop, I call it goop. Put your goop in the middle of. I'm gonna put a lot in there because why not? I don't know. I don't know. All right, and you know what? I might just put some gold in there too, but put it in the middle of your paper. Don't put it and then just kind of gather it in the middle. I think I'll put gold in there. It couldn't hurt, right? Let's see. You never know. We'll see. It may be too busy. You might not be able to see it at all. The one thing about crafting is if it doesn't work out one time, well, don't do that again. And just try and make it again or try and do it again. So I'm not too sure. This thought just came to me. All right. So we have that in the middle. And again, these are the little mixed sequence packs. I don't even know if you get these on Crafter's Companion anymore. You may have to find some alternate place like Craft Stash or something like that. I don't know if they're still selling them. They come in all kinds of colors. The greens, the blues, the silver, and such. And I got this last year around Christmas time when they were doing a lot of shaker card designs. So, yeah. All right, so now we have that in there, and now I'm going to put this over here. But before I do that, I think I'm going to go ahead and put her into the frame. Now, what I did is I used some red liner tape. And they always say the red liner tape. What is red liner tape? It comes in all kinds of widths. This is a real thin one here. It's again by Crafter's Companion. It's supposed to be really good to connect something to acetate. It's supposed to be really good. But it's just a double-sided tape too. So you can use double-sided tape. But I thought I would just go ahead and use it because this is such a thin border. And I knew that little red tape that I currently have is the best for this particular die. Because then it would have just been too thick. So I've got it going all the way around the border. Oh, go this way. This came off. Oh, no, 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 no. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, dear. I may have to, let's see. Trying to get it off without having to put more on. Oh, there we go. Okay, hopefully that'll stay. And then I also put a little bit here, a bigger, as you can see, a little bit bigger piece of double-sided tape here, and then a couple little pieces on her arms. Okay. Let's see if I can get that off without incident. Okay, there we go. All right, so now remember, you're gonna want to trim. Doesn't look good. You're gonna want to trim this frame down as much as you can because she's gonna fit right in here. Okay. All right, and I'm gonna move this, and then just come over here and then press down so I know that she is stuck in here. And then on the sides like that. Good. Now she's in there. She's not coming out. Well, hopefully she won't come out. All right, we have our shaker stuff on the inside. Now I'm just going to put this down just to see how visually that will look. Huh. Might not be too bad. What if I should put some more red in there? I think I will. I'm probably going overboard. I don't know. Oh, golly dang. Let's see. I can't get the, maybe it's a clue. I'm not supposed to put no more. Okay, here we go. I just want to put some more. I just feel like I need to put some more. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. That's just overboard. Okay. All right. So now we're in here. Now we're going to pull the backing off of this double-sided tape. And again, this is, it's just double-sided, but it's good for using, for making shaker cards. All right, here we go, guys. Now to get this totally in the center. Oh. You see, I be quiet when I see. There's a little piece got away. Look at that. I don't have my glasses, y'all. I get quiet when I try and do stuff like this because I be like. And then also you want to make sure that your page is going to fold over. Ooh, I probably could have moved it over some. Can I lift it up? Can I lift it up? Oh, no, I don't think. I think that's it. Okay, well, we'll put it down. And then secure it real good so none of your goop come out. So I'm just pushing down. Is it going to come out? I don't know. Let's just see. I think she said, oh my gosh, it is. I love that. I'm testing it. Make sure nothing comes out. So again, you just definitely want to press it in. And the key to this is that when you put your double-sided foam down, you want to make sure there's no gaps at all. So you put your stuff in the middle, put your double-sided foam down all together. Either you can do it in one whole piece or you could do it in sections. And this one I chose from experience, y'all. I chose to do it in one piece because it seems like even when I think the edges are tight, you know, if I were to do a line here, never fails. Goop still comes out. So I don't know what that's about. All right, so now I think the only potential problem, no, I think it's going to be all right. All right, So there we are. So you have your version with her cut. Let's see. What am I doing wrong? Oh, okay, there we go. All right. So there's the card. Okay. Now you definitely need a box or a envelope because this is dimensional. Um, Now for the outside, what I did was I cut a cute little and you can put whatever you want on the outside. I saw this and I thought, oh, this is really, really cute. Now I had to put something here as well, but I just wanted to show you the difference between the different ways that you can work with these. What these are actually called creator card dies. Um, and Crafted Companion makes a slew of creator cards, dies, and different designs. So there we have it. Okay, so you would have your sentiment here. Oh, yeah, that looks great. I'm glad I put red in. Red with the gold. Yeah, I really love that. Yeah, got a little bit of red showing. Now, one of the things you can do sometimes if you have something showing, what I would do is I would find a pen that test out the pen first, y'all, that matches closest to this cardstock color, and then I would go in, which I'll probably do later, and just color that so you can't see that white, the little bit of foam sticking out right there. But that is it. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Remember, I post videos up every Friday. This one will be going up this evening. Today is, I believe, the 23rd or the 24th of May. Can you believe it? The 24th of May. It is Labor Day. No, what weekend? It's, what's the weekend when they go to the beach? No, that's Labor Day, ain't it? Well, something's happening this weekend. Y'all be safe. Don't drink and drive. Oh, no, you know what? Just don't drink. Drive all you want. Just don't drink. Okay? Think of others. Be safe, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And then please, please, please do subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye, guys. Thank you. Oh, guess what? Wait, one thing. The next video that I'm going to be posting, I'm going to show you guys how to make this adorable card using one of the stamps from the new collection, the chinois collection. This is an easel card, so the next video that I'll put up will be this one right here. And we're going to be doing a lot of stuff, embossing and using all kinds of techniques. Really, really cute little card. So be on the lookout for this. That's going to be our next card. Okay, now, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.